All right, friends, some of you have had a little bit of a hard time figuring out how to navigate the Georgia Futures website for your career portfolio. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what you need to do to get into the site. So the first thing you're going to do is go to www.gafutures, so that's georgiafutures.org. So that's the website we're going to start from. When that loads, then you are going to click on Create an Account up here at the very top. So click Create an Account. And then it's going to ask you a few questions. So you are going to need to create your own account. This is an account that you will use for the next several years. My high school juniors and seniors still use their Georgia Futures account. So you're going to put in your first name. You don't have to put your middle name and then your last name. It asks you, it tells you 3 different groups here. Choose the last group here, the one that says I am a homeschool student. That's the easiest. So just click on that. And then it asks you your year of high school graduation. You don't have to enter that. The only things on this page that you have to enter are ones that have a little red star. So now for email, it has a red star, so I need to get that in there. And then I have to re-enter it. Okay, and then it says alternate email. There is not a red star next to that. I don't have to do that. It asked me to create a username. Well, I could just use my email address for my username. And then it asks for a password. Please read the instructions about what it needs for your password. It says that it has to be at least 8 characters long, contain 1 number, 1 special character, so that's a question mark, an exclamation point, something like that, and then 1 uppercase character and 1 lowercase character. So you could do something like well, it's not even going to show you there. You could use your first name with the number of your age and then put an exclamation point as long as your name is long enough. So the password, yeah, it's a little tricky. You may have to ask your learning coach for some help. The security questions, you do have to put those in, but they let you choose your own questions. So I might type in, what street do I live on? And then over here for the answer, I would type in the answer. Another question might be, what is my middle name? And then you are going to just put the answer over there on the other side, and then you'll need to do a third question. You do not have to provide the rest of this information. There's not a red star next to any of this business down here. So then you are going to click I acknowledge, which is just saying that the site does have privacy policies and terms of use, and then you are going to click on Create Account. Once you create your... Okay, so when you get signed back in, you're going to take a look at the tabs here at the top. You're going to choose Career Exploration. Then you're going to scroll down to Career Exploration. On this page, there's lots of different ways that you can get to where we need to be, but the easiest way is to go to the Research Career tab here at the top. You've got Georgia's Hot Careers, and then you have Research Career. So click there and scroll on down here, and you're going to see a little section that says Explore Careers. Research career options from A to Z by taking advantage of My Next Move. That's where we want to be. We want to go to the My Next Move site. So click there, and it is going to take you to a new website. On this site, if you notice, it's all of the different jobs are organized in ABC order. So you're going to have to click through the tabs. So if you want to look at something that starts with an N, you're going to have to click up here at the top on the section that says N through R, and it will take you down to that, so you don't have to scroll all the way down. So let's just say, let me go through here and find a good job that I would be interested in. Okay, how about, let's see here. How about a surgeon? There we go. So when you click on this, it brings up information about that specific job. It even gives you a video with some of these. But it's going to tell you the skills you need, the abilities you need, the personalities that work best with this career, the technology. Now here's where many of you have had questions. You've said, where do I find out what kind of training or education I need? Here on the site, if you go down to where it says education, it tells you what you might need. The job outlook, that's another thing that you guys have been asking about. If you look right here, it says job outlook. New job opportunities are very likely in the future. So it also gives you your salary. These are all questions that are asked that need to be answered in the career portfolio. So take a look through this. Find something that interests you. It might not be the career that you set out to look at. Also, if you click the home button, you can actually, they give you a quiz. This third option here says, I'm not really sure. And it says, tell us what you like to do. So if you go into this, all the questions are just strongly dislike through strongly like. It's pretty easy. All right. So you just, well, if we can get it started here. So it asks you lots of questions. There's 60 questions here, so it is pretty time consuming. So you can go through, and when you get to the end of this, it will tell you the jobs that would be best for you based on what you said. Remember, this is not something that you are saying, I am absolutely committed to this job, this is what I'm doing. This is just something you're interested in. You're only in 5th grade. You don't have to commit to this for your lifetime. So you are going to take the information that you find from this site, and with that information, you are going to do 3 things. The first thing is write an essay about this career. We have emailed you the information of what needs to be in the essay. It can be typed, but it doesn't need to be more than 2 pages. This does not need to take up hours and hours and hours of your time. 2 pages max. Then within that essay, you need to add an extra page with resources. And the resources, you could actually include this website. You could include if you were able to talk to someone. So if I knew a surgeon and I had talked with them about the job, I could write that down as one of my resources. If you went to the library and looked at some books on those topics, you could write that down. So that all goes together in the essay. The second thing you're going to do that's a separate piece is you are going to create a presentation of some sort. It could be a brochure. It could be a big trifold board, a poster board. It could be lots of different things. This is your time to be completely creative. The only thing that we ask is that when you go to submit this, if it's an electronic document like a PowerPoint or a brochure, you can send those to us electronically. However, you cannot send us a huge poster or a trifold board, something like that. So we would ask that you take a picture of that and send us that. So that's the second piece, is the project. The third part of this is you presenting your information. So your ELA teacher has given you some time during class in the weeks to come to present this during class. If you don't have a 5th grade ELA class, then you also have opportunities that are built in that you could share this with our 5th grade counselor, Miss Kelly Collins. And then there's another opportunity built in, I believe on Fridays, when you could go in and share it with some of the other 5th grade teachers. So you must make that presentation. That's the last piece of this. So 3 pieces: the essay, the presentation, and the your project. So 3 different pieces. The first things, the essay and the project, both need to be submitted electronically. So it needs to be something that you can email to us. If you have any questions, please reference the documents that we sent out. They were originally sent out on Monday. That would have been Monday, January 23rd. We will resend those as well, but if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. This is all due on February 10th. So February 10th is when this is due, and it is due to your homeroom teacher. So you have to submit all these pieces to your homeroom teacher, not to your ELA teacher, but to your homeroom teacher. So good luck, folks. If you have any questions, let us know.